Right, recipe for tortilla wraps. We're going to make a double batch, which I don't know how many that will feed, but it's 3 cups of flour. Actually we're going to make it 6. 2. 4. 5. 6. Into that goes 4 teaspoons of baking powder. I'll dispute with Dawn what 2 teaspoons is later on, but this is what I'm using, a teaspoon. 1, 2, 3-ish. 4 baking powder. 3/4, so that'd be 1.5 teaspoons of salt.
There's a wedding outside.
Oh, it's a wedding.
Better than a funeral.
Yeah, the funerals are the other way. Oh, you mean actually at the church?
Yes.
Okay. I haven't seen one of them. And then in this about 2 cups of warm water. Whenever the water warms up. And normally you wouldn't have to do anything, add any more water or anything to this mix. And it comes out to a dry mix. This is one of the reasons why I'm doing a video rather than just telling you, because you'll see how dry it is. Leave it, then basically you have enough when you start to make them. There's enough on the plate. There's enough flour without adding more flour into the mix. Dawn's gone quiet in the corner.
That's pretty quiet for you.
Okay. You can see you make quite a small dough ball out of that. Just depends how many wraps you want to make, really. Recipe says something like basically for the 3 cups of flour, we've done a double mix, but for the 3 cups of flour, make that into 12 pieces. Should be interested. 3. We're not going to do that many, I don't think. 1, 2, 3, They don't have to be even at all, it just depends. Three, 6, 9, oh, 12. I got 12. So when you roll them out, plenty of flour on there, they have to be really, really thin. And I don't care about the shape. See, with you keeping it really dry, it's easy to pick them off the mat. Basically, the next stage is to actually cook them. And I do them one at a time. I roll them one at a time and I put one on and then I roll the next one. And that way they don't get stuck together or anything. To actually cook them, you need the base of the pan quite hot. You don't put any oil in or anything like that. We've got electric, so it takes a bit longer. So the first one is normally a bit of a test run because it takes a while to get the pan to the right temperature. The thinner you can get the wrap, the better, but we don't normally care that much. When it starts to get up to temperature, you get little bubbles forming on the surface. Just have to be patient. Which of course you know is my strong point. Stop laughing, wife. Right. You just basically have to check them because like the temperature of the pan changes, so you never know just how long is right. I was just smoking a bit, which normally sets the alarm off at some point. First one is always a bit of a pain. They tend to be a little bit crisp when they're first done, but by the time you've done all the others in the pan, they tend to soften up when they're in a stack. Okay, last bit, you don't necessarily need to use the onion in it because you just get away with the meat. But you see, like, it's quite dark, the onion, because you want it totally cooked before the sauce goes in. Right, to work through the seasoning, we have no chilli today, because this is kind of what happens, but you don't really need the chilli. We don't use that much chilli anyway in it. This is paprika. It's normally quite, this is for flavouring, not hot paprika. You need, in this case, sweet paprika. And it is 5 teaspoons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is onion powder, which is about 3 teaspoons. That's about 3 teaspoons. This is garlic powder. We don't use that much. It's nice, but only use one. We use very little because it makes us wake up in the middle of the night. And then ground cumin, and have quite a lot of this. Is 4 teaspoons if we get into the packet. One, 2, 3, 4. And in this amount, 1/8 of a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. So I would stick that much in. Okay. And the beauty of these things is they have a lid to go with them, which I can't find at the moment. So I just literally, once that's mixed up, when the meat's brown, you just throw it into the meat. So this is about 900 grams of meat, which is about the same packet size that they have in Morrison's when they do the 3 for 10 offer, which is the same in the UK. So this is much milder than the stuff you would have even got from the packet mix that we had. But to add to that, you need the passata. passata, or as it's known here, fritto. It's pretty much the same thing. What you got from Tesco's. And just one packet in that amount of meat is fine. It's all in the presentation, you know. So what I do with the electric cooker, because you don't want it to cook too long, on that one is just switch it off and put the lid on, and then that will just cook through as it is. And there's our pile of wraps, and that's it. And stick a bit of salad with it.